Hello, hi Krishna. How you doing? Hello, testing, testing. Okay, OBS is moving. I feel like that's a good sign. Bam. Hello, hi Krishna. How you doing? Let me get my Chrome window up. Properties, Chrome. Okay. Okay, so for context on what we're doing, we've been doing the Leetcode blind 75 questions. We've done arrays, we skipped binaries, we've done dynamic programming, and now we're on graphs. Last time we did clone graph. Now it's course schedule, this problem. Okay. Course schedule. I think we're starting to venture into the category where I haven't actually done the problems before. This makes me so mad looking at this problem. Apparently I even attempted it in the past, but I never solved it. I literally saw this problem in a coding interview, like a real interview, last week, and I couldn't solve it. Here's my chance now. Course schedule, medium. There are a total of num courses you have to take, labeled from 0 to num courses minus 1. Okay, you're given an array prerequisites where prerequisites I is equal to AI BI. Indicates that you must take course BI first if you want to take A. Okay, so B is the prerequisite of A. Okay, sounds good. For example, the pair 0, 1 indicates that to take the course 0, you have to first take course 1. Does this even represent a tree somehow? So to take 0, 1, so like let's say 0 is here, 1 is here. So this means you take care of the leaf nodes first? Is that right? Or does it make more sense to think about it from root node first? I've seen people talk about it both ways actually in these type of problems. Like you get rid of the leaf nodes first and then you go upwards. Some people have talked about it like, okay, you start at the root node first and then you breadth first search downwards. I think both ways work. Return true if you can finish all courses, otherwise return false. So in this example here, num courses equals 2 prerequisites is 1, 0. Okay, so you literally have courses 0 through 1. Output is true. There are a total of 2 courses to take. To take course 1, you should have finished course 0, so it is possible. Okay. Sick. Num course is 2, prerequisites 1, 0, and then 0, 1. Yeah, this looks like this, right? 0 leads to 1, and then 1 points back to 0, so it's a cycle. There are a total of 2 courses to take. To take course 1, you should have finished course 0, and to take course 0, you should have finished taking course 1, so it is impossible. Okay. Num courses is less than or equal to 2,000. That's not a lot, so I guess brute force, or like going over all the courses again and again, should be viable. Prerequisites.length is also really small. Prerequisites.length is equal to 2. Oh, each course prerequisite. Okay. All the pairs prerequisites are unique. Okay. Man. I feel way too late to this problem. Okay. I think I have a plan. First, this problem is kind of annoying. It's hard to tell. Well, actually, if you stare at it long enough, you could tell, but it's a tree problem. They don't even give you a tree at first. Well, maybe this is a tree. This is like a list of edges, so maybe that counts as a tree. Okay. Maybe what we do is we should have one map that stores the number of prerequisites a course has. So I'm going to store a dictionary. Well, I'm just going to call this prerequisites, num prerequisites. Num prerequisites, and it's going to be a dictionary of the number of prerequisites a course has. So for example, let's do example 1. So 1 will point to 1 because the course 1 has 1 prerequisite, which is 0. I guess this could get even more complicated, like 2.2, 3 or whatever. Maybe course 2 has 3 prerequisites. And then 0, at least in the first example, the course 0 has 0 prerequisites. Okay. If we map it out like this, we can totally search, like, okay, which courses have 0 prerequisites, you know, and then take that course first. I think it's also helpful to have another dictionary called, like, I want a dictionary that stores the course to like the courses that it unblocks. Like, I am a prerequisite of these classes. I am these names are so terrible. I don't know what else to name them to be more clear. I am prereq of So in example 1, it will be 0 would be prerequisite of 1, just that. You could have more stuff. maybe node 4 is a prerequisite to 2 and 3, for example. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is we would do some sort of breadth first search here so you would keep looking at your courses in the num prereqs dictionary, and you're like, okay, which courses do I have that have zero prerequisites? Let's say it's this course 0. Then you're like, okay, let's delete this entry. We're going to take course 0 now. And then you look at IM prerequisite of this dictionary. Okay, so you're like, okay, I'm taking course 0 now. 0 is a prerequisite of 1. So you're like, okay, for every class in here, I can decrement the number of prerequisites it has because we've just taken one of its prerequisites. So 1 can now equal to 0. And then if it has more courses that it unblocks, you also decrement the num prereqs count for those classes as well. Yeah, and then you cycle back again. After you process course 0, you look like, okay, which course now has 0 prerequisites? Oh, 1 has 0 prerequisites, so we can take this one. And then so on. We're probably going to do some sort of breadth first search like this, so we're going to continually put the courses with 0 prerequisites inside of a queue, and then keep popping the next node out the queue, and then process it, take the course, update the IM prereq of dictionary, and at the end, when the queue is finally empty, you look at how many courses you've taken, i.e. how many courses have you popped into the queue and popped out of the queue. We probably need a variable to store that too. So we're basically going to do breadth first search, and then we'll need a variable called courses taken. Yeah, okay. What happens if there's a cycle? Then we probably will never take that course, huh? Rama Donvik says, hello. Hello. What's up? Do you know how to do this problem? I think I have an inkling of how to do this. I've never solved it though. Okay, let's try this. I'm going to do a breadth first search approach. Okay, so first we have to make our dictionaries here, the num prereqs and IM prereq of. I think first we need to fill the dictionary with keys 0 through num courses, and then assign them all to 0 by default. And then we'll iterate through the prerequisites and then increment them as we see fit. Yeah. So num prereqs is equal to is there a convenient way to do this, like a list comprehension? Python instantiate dictionary with list of keys. Just starting out with Python, a course recommendation. Oh. I'm not sure actually. I learned Python in college. Although I do hear good things about Free Code Academy, Free Code Camp. Do they have Python? Curriculum. Free code camp Python. Oh, they do. I've heard good stuff about this website. I've never seen their Python course before though. So maybe look around online. Yeah. Or you can just YouTube stuff. YouTube is my favorite resource. Okay, so this is the empty dictionary for now. For range in, or for I in range num courses. So we go from 0 to num courses minus 1. So num prereqs. Let me also make this bigger so y'all can see. Num prereqs I is equal to 0 by default. Let me just print this out for a sanity check. Print num prereqs. And then let me return a bogus value of false. Okay, so we have 0 mapped to 0, 1 to 0. Okay, that's fine. 0 mapped to 0, 1 mapped to 0. Krishna says, what's your first programming language, Chet? Oh, it's Java. My first ever job was in Java. And so then I Leetcoded for a long time in Java too. Now I'm switching to Python because my new job currently, which I've been at for almost a year now, uses Python. And then I don't even use Java anymore, so I thought I would switch to Python and Leetcode. Yeah, I heard that Python was faster for Leetcoding too, and I do feel it. And it also helps me on the job because if I get better with Python, I get better at my job too, so kill two birds with one stone. Okay, so we're instantiating the dictionary with all zeros correctly. Next, we have to iterate through all the prerequisites. So for prereq in prerequisites, so prereq num prereqs prereq, this is the current class at 0 plus equals 1. Yeah. And then for another sanity check, we'll print out num prereqs again. Krishna says, what's your role, by the way? 0 has 0 prereqs, 1 has 1 prereq. Nice. 0 has 1 prereq, 1 has 1 prereq. Okay, that's good. What your role, by the way? I am a... I was hired as a back-end engineer, but now I'm doing both front-end and back-end, so you could say I'm full stack right now. Yeah, I can do front-end stuff now because the power of vibe coding. Yeah, if I have an idea of what I want to write, I can just tell like AI or Cursor, Cloud Code what I want to write, and then it will write it for me. So I don't have to worry about syntax or like the small stuff. Am I following best practices, you know? Yeah, thank goodness for vibe coding. How to start DSA with Python? Oh, maybe watch YouTube videos. I actually don't know. Again, I learned Python in college. I would say watch some YouTube videos. Maybe watch some Leetcode too. Python DSA intro. Data structures and algorithms Python. There's 20 videos. Maybe this one. short and sweet. I don't know. I never watched any of these videos before. But it looks like he's going over arrays and trees, linked lists. I think it is better to start DSA with other programming language. Oh, really? How come? I definitely did not start DSA with Python. I started with Java. Wait, actually, yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, DSA and Python might be kind of confusing because at least in Java, stacks, queues, lists are all different things, right? You can kind of separate them in your mind, but in Python, it's all the same thing. It's just different functions in a list. Everything is a list. It is better with C or CPP. How did you learn DSA? I learned it in college. I learned it with Java, actually. Yeah, now that I think about it. Hey, buddy. Hello. How you doing? Okay, so num prereqs, our dictionary of number of prereqs is now working. It's time for the... Wait, we also need to do this. The I am prereq of dictionary. I am prereq of is equal to empty dictionary for now. And then num prereqs. Okay, how do we append it to the dictionary here? So if I should probably take this out, right? I am prereq of, this is really difficult to read. So the course is equal to prereq, the first element, and then the actual prereq course. Oh, this is even more confusing. Is equal to prereq 1. Okay, well, at least it makes it a little less confusing. So in the num prereqs dictionary, we do num prereqs of the course plus equals 1. Okay, and then we update the I am prereq of dictionary. Why BFS? Very good question. So my solution is kind of complicated. I want to do like a 2 dictionary method. So one dictionary stores the number of prerequisites of each course. So for example, you can say like 0, the course 0 has 0 prereqs at first. Course 1 has 1 prereq at first. Course 2 has 3 prereqs at first. This isn't based off of any example here, I'm just random example. And then I have another dictionary called I am prereq of, which says, okay, 0, can you guys even read this? Hold on, let me... Did I just destroy my own explanation? No. Now I have to... Okay, it's back. What I've been... Okay. Yeah, so I have another dictionary that stores which course is a prereq of other courses. So over here it says 0 is a prereq of 1, course 4 is a prereq of 2 and 3. So you have 2 dicts, one storing the target, and one storing the source node to the dependency graph. Yeah, that's a better way to put it. That's a better explanation. So yeah, I am prereq of stores the source nodes of all the nodes. Yeah, so what we would do is we would constantly look for courses with 0 prerequisites in the num prereqs dictionary, and then we would put them in a queue, and then quote-unquote take the course, and then we will look at the dictionary for its source nodes, And then for every source node it has, we would decrement the count of num prereqs too. So for example, 0 is a prereq of 1. So you would, if you take course 0, you would be like, okay, course 1 minus 1. So this is now 0 prerequisites. And then you would keep detecting which courses have 0 prerequisites and then putting it into the graph, into the queue in BFS, and then continually process and take the courses. And then updating its source nodes count. Yeah, that's sort of the plan right now. This is hard to explain. Okay, so I currently made the num prereqs dictionary over here. Seems to be working. So you are simulating a student who is trying to take all courses. Yeah, basically. I guess you can say that. How did you start live streaming? Can you give some tips, as I'm also planning to do it? Oh. Honestly, just start. I think it's kinda, I don't know, what are you waiting for in terms of live streaming? Are you waiting for like to get good assets, like get a good model, get good backgrounds, props? I would say just start streaming with like a PNG. Cause you know, when you start streaming, nobody's gonna watch you at first. You're gonna have like 0 viewers. I feel like if you pour a lot of resources into getting a really, really good model and then really, really good assets and music and stuff, you're kind of setting yourself for disappointment when nobody watches your stream. So just start, slowly build your audience up like me. Well, I'm still building an audience. And then, yeah, if you stream more, you'll get more used to it. You'll get used to how to talk to a chat. Yeah, I would say just do it. Good luck. Okay, I gotta make the I am prereq of graph the source. Man, I should have just named this the source graph, the source dictionary. But it's okay, I am prereq of is also readable. So if the current course, no, the current prereq course is not in the dictionary I am prereq of, then you add it in with the empty array. So I am prereq of the prereq course is equal to an empty array for now. I'm also going to just print out this dictionary as a sanity check. So we have 0 mapped to empty list, okay, yes. 0 mapped to empty list, 1 mapped to empty list, okay. Perfect. And then you would be like, this course is now a prereq of, well, it's sources list dot append the course that it is a prereq of. Let's run this for sanity checking. Okay, so 0 is now a prereq of 1. 0 prereq 1, 1 prereq 0. Okay, perfect. Okay, time for the BFS. So we now need a queue. Queue is equal to new list. How do queues work in Python? Is it like pop and then push? Queues, Python. Okay, so it's put. Get? Really, it's oh wait, they have a queue? I thought everything just lists. Oh no, wait, there is an actual data structure called queue. Oh no, it's actually just a list. So it's append, and then pop, peak. Okay, so it's just append, pop. Wait, I thought append puts stuff at the very end. Am I tripping? There is q.q, part of the standard Python libraries. Oh. Do people usually use list or ABC? Wait, this is not. This is not burst in, first out, is it? ABC dot pop 0. I guess they're doing it backwards. Wait, append A, append B, append C. I think I want to try Q, the actual Q class. So import Q. They have a max size too. There's a deck. Q. Oh, everyone is just saying append, or not everyone. Two sites have said use a list with append and then pop 0. You know what? I'll just use pop 0 then. Okay, so we have Q now. We should append all the courses with 0 prereqs into the queue. This is going to take another loop. Ooh. Okay, so for every course and prereq count in num prereqs. You know what? I'm just going to do key comma value in prereqs dot items because I'm lazy. If v is equal to 0, if the count is 0, if the number of prereqs is 0, then q dot append the key of the course. Yeah, and then we can process the courses now. So while not q is not empty, not q, not length of q equal to 0. Is that the best way to check is empty in Python? Python check if list is empty. Q is thread safe and has producer, consumer, helper function, so you usually use it when doing multi-threading. Oh, okay. Oh, while not. Oh, I see. I could have just done while Q. Is there a do while loop in Python? Excuse me. I feel like this thing would be done a lot, right? Ooh, I need to drink water. Okay, I'm back. I feel like this section will be used a lot, right? We have to constantly check which courses have zero prereqs, right? So maybe a do while loop will be good here. Okay, I'll worry about that later. At least it still works now. So while the queues still have stuff, what do we do here? q.append k. Oh, we also need to remove the course. Delete num prereqs k. Is that how you delete stuff from a dictionary? Python delete entry from dict. Yeah, delete my dict. Okay. Yes. So we remove it from the dict after we queue it up, so we don't try to take it again. So while the queue of courses has stuff in it, we pop it. So course is equal to q.pop 0. So then we're currently taking the course. Take the course. So to take the course, we have to look into its IM prereq of dictionary, and then for all of its source nodes, we decrement the prereq counts of all the source nodes. So for IM prereq of the current course, num prereqs. Oh, for source in that I have to give the variable name. For source in all the source courses, num prereqs of the source minus equals 1, we decrement it. And then if the count becomes 0 of that course, we can also add it to the queue because we can take the course now. So if the number of prerequisites of the source course is now equal to 0, then we can add it to the queue. Q.append the source course. Yeah. Should we also remove it from the IM prereq of dictionary? I don't think it hurts to leave it in. So I'm just going to leave it in for now. Yeah, and at the end, we will also need to do a check of which courses have... Oh no, we don't need to do that. Because we check it here. Every time we decrement the number of prereqs a course has, we still check if it's 0, and if it is, append it to the queue. Oh, so all we need to do now is to delete it from the num prereqs, so we don't try to take it again. Delete num prereqs. Okay, nice. Oh, and then up here, we have to track the number of courses we've taken. So num courses taken is equal to 0 for now. Every time we put a course in a queue, every time we pop a course, we should count it as taking the course. So num courses taken plus equals 1. Yeah, okay. And then in the end, we return if num courses taken is equal to the given num courses. I think that's how it works. Let's run this thing. Surely there's something I missed though. No, key error 1 for source in IM prereq of. Okay, so I'm trying to put, wait, what's going on here? Prereqs is 0 is a prereq of 1. Key error 1. So I'm assuming I'm trying to put course 1 here. For K, why am I trying to take the prereqs of 1? Prereqs 1. Oh wait. Oh wait, no, the dictionary I delete here is, the key I delete from the dictionary is not the same here. I am prereq of oh, 1 doesn't have any prerequisites, no? No, 1 doesn't have any source courses. Oh, so what we can probably do is .get and then default to empty. And then default to empty. That will probably solve the problem. Hey, let's go! It worked. Okay, moment of truth. Submit. Please, work. Hey! Oh my gosh. We finally did it. Oh, beats 19%. Okay, I'll take it. At least it works. Let's check out what the fastest people did. Oh, so it's a cycle checking. Oh my goodness. Let me delete this. Construct the graph. So for every course and edge in enumerate, no, for every index and edge in enumerate the prerequisites, they construct a dictionary representing the graph. So target, comma, source is equal to the edge. So they deconstruct the edge. Oh, I forgot you can do this. Graph source.append target. Okay. State is equal to 0 times num courses. Has cycle. So there's a helper function here. For every course in range num courses, if has cycle. Oh, interesting. You're checking every course if it is a cycle. If it has cycle course, return false, else return true. How do you check if it is a cycle? If state node is equal to 1, what? Return true. Else, if state node is equal to 2, return false. Are they tracking, what's the number representing? The number of times they visited? State node is equal to 1. Maybe for target and graph node. What the frick? What are they doing here? Sea of Tranquility says, you count how often you have visited a node while trying to walk along the reachable nodes. Oh, so you are counting the number of times you visit each node, huh? State node equals 1. For target and graph node, if has cycle target, return true. State node is equal to 2. Wait, I don't get it. Let me ask ChatGPT to explain this to me. ChatGPT, my best friend. Is this even the best way to do it? It's the fastest solution. explain this solution, please? No cyclic dependencies in prerequisite graph. Graph plus DFS cycle detection. So they build the graph first. Yes, I understand this part. Course states. Oh, 0 is not visited. 1 is visiting. 2 is fully processed. Oh, yeah, I could not tell. Okay, so state node. So if you're currently visiting, then return true. Else if state node is equal to 2, return false. I see, so if you've already checked that the node has a cycle and it doesn't, then return false. Else, if you're currently visiting, then return true, because you've cycled back to it. I see, okay. And then when the DFS has cycle on all courses. I see, okay. What are other people doing? Is everyone doing... Oh, he's doing the same as me, look. Adjacency list in degree. Yeah, he's doing the count of the prereqs of each course to an adjacency list. Except he's naming his variables a lot better than me. Q is equal to... He's using a deck. Should I be using dex? What is he doing here? In index for index and range num courses. If... Oh, he's literally putting in every single course. If... Oh, no. If in degree IDX is equal to 0. Yeah, he's putting it in if the number of prereqs is 0. Okay, this is a much better way to do it. I had to use a whole for loop. Oh, I should note this down. I for I in range. If... Oh, this is just list comprehension for and then you wrap in a deck. Okay, count is equal to 0, that's your number of courses. While the queue has stuff in it, the current course is equal to queue.popleft. Oh, pop left. Count plus equals 1, because you've taken one course. For every next node in adjacency list. In degree, so you decrement the number of prerequisites each course has minus equals 1. And if the prerequisites of that course become 0, then you append it to your queue so you can take that course now. And then you return count equals num courses. Oh. I see. That's basically what I did, except he used the array instead of a dictionary. What's the runtime of this? This feels... Maximum you can take each course once, right? Oh wait, adjacency list is n time to make it? Oh, you have to iterate through all the edges to make the adjacency list and the in degree number of edges. And then Q is here. The Q, you can take each course maximum one time. So if E is equal to the edges and N is the number of nodes, E plus N, I guess? Is it E plus N? I think it's E plus N. Yeah, I think it's E plus N. Alright, sick. I I should probably look at the editorial for this too, see what the actual best solution is. Okay, this was a short stream. I thought I would be spending like 2 hours on this question, but I finally solved this question. I think I'm gonna hop off for now. Thanks everyone for coming. I appreciate we're gonna be doing more graph problems through the next few weeks. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done any of these problems before. It's gonna be exciting time. I think last year I started doing graph problems and then I just started doing other interview questions from other companies like Google, Microsoft, so I never finished these things. Remove Anthony from the NL. Yeah, I definitely do not remember doing these problems on Leetcode. Yeah. Ooh, this is exciting. So I'm gonna finally be doing questions I've never done before. This is uncharted territory. Dang. I feel like we've already tried like 3 times to complete blind 75. The first time we stopped here because we did other questions for legit companies. Second time we tried again using Java and then we stopped like here. And then third time we switched to Python. And then now we're finally into uncharted territory, which is super cool. Yeah. Alright, more graph problems to come. I'm gonna hop up now. See you guys later. Maybe on Wednesday. Alright, bye. Thanks, Sea of Tranquility.